Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video, I decided to do another Easter craft because Easter is right around the corner. And so I figured, why not do a little Easter pair of pants, something that the kids can store their candy in. I don't suggest kids make this because it's going to be working with hot glue gun. But if you do have kids, maybe this will be something that you can do with them. So what you're going to need for this project is glue sticks, scissors, scrap paper, pipe cleaners, buttons, toilet paper rolls, yarn, and any color felt of your choice. These are the two colors that I'm going to be going with. So I'm going to go ahead now and turn my camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. So what we're going to do first is you're going to pick the color that you want to roll, that you want your pants to be. Oops. I'm going with, I want to say like maybe violet purple. I don't really know, but it's cute. I like it. So this is what we're going to go with. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little bit of hot glue down. And you're just going to stick your roll right on there. See what, okay. So we're just going to stick that on. Put a little bit of pressure. And we're just going to roll. And please be super careful when working with the hot glue because you will get burnt. This is why I don't suggest a child do this alone unless you're old enough to work with hot glue. So basically we're just going to continue to roll. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the extra. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue to seal this up. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut off some of the extra because we don't need it. And we're going to do the same thing to the top. On both ends, you're just going to cut off the little extra felt. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other one. Just going to go ahead and stick that in there. We're just going to put a little bit of hot glue down. Stick this right on top. And I'm just going to pull this one a little bit closer to the top. That way I don't have to cut as much off. And I'm just going to watch how I roll it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and roll. And I'm pulling as I roll to make it just a little bit tighter. And I'm just putting hot glue down as I go. So we're just going to hold this and continue to roll. And we're just going to pull as we roll. And I'm just going to roll it one more time. So we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue here. And we're just going to roll it and pull. And now we're just going to go ahead and cut off the extra. Also, what you're going to need, and I forgot to mention it, is candy. Any type of candy that you have on hand. I have candy on hand. I didn't have to go out and buy any. I had candy left over from Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to stick some candy down off in there. Just like that. And this is what you're going to end up with. And we're going to go ahead and cut off the bottom, but I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. There we go. And now we're going to do the bottom. The top or the bottom. Not sure what size this is, but either way, you're going to trim off from both of them, from both ends. And this is what we have so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're just going to turn these upside down, and we're just going to put some hot glue on the bottom. That way, when you stick your candy in, it will not fall out the other end. So we have to have something to keep the candy from falling. So we're just going to go ahead and stick this right down on here, just like this. And then we're just going to cut that out. We're going to allow it to dry. And then we're going to go ahead and cut it out. And I'll go with this end. So put some hot glue around the bottom. And then we're just going to stick that right down on there, just like that. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and cut this out. And like I said, this is only serve to keep the candy from falling out when you start stuffing it in. Now let's do the other one. Now let's move this out the way. So now that we have it, we're going to take our two ends that you see the crease, and you're just going to put them ends together. So it's going to go just like this, but don't glue all the way. So you're just going to put a little bit of glue just at the top. And you want to put a good amount. And then you're just going to take them, and we're just going to hold them. And I'm just going to stick my finger in the bottom because I don't want them to be glued all the way together. And this is going to take a little bit of time to dry. So now I'm just going to lay that on its side and let that continue to dry. And while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of my my purple. And well, so basically what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. And this is just going to be a thin strip. And then we're just going to cut it here like that. And we're just going to go ahead and wrap some of it around the bottom. So I am going to start here. And I'm just going to take this. Actually, let's do this. Do it like that. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and go all the way around the pants leg with the felt. And I'm just going to cut it right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my hot glue, give this a little tug, and tuck it right. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm just peeling off these little glue strands, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to start back here. So we're going to put some hot glue right here. And I'm holding it apart so it don't touch. So we're going to stick that right there. And we're going to go ahead and go around just like this. And I cut this one a little short, but it's fine because we're just going to go ahead and grab a little piece and we're just going to connect it. There we go. Give that a little tug. Okay, so that one piece that I was talking about, I need to make it a little bit wider. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I wouldn't have had to do that if I would have just made it a little bit wider to begin with. It would have been fine. So, a little bit of hot glue. Stick this on in place like this. Go down and around. And this is what we have so far. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of this yellow and I'm just going to make a couple flowers to stick at the top. To decorate the pants a little bit. So all I'm going to do for that is it's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to go like at an angle just like this. Actually, how about I just do an Easter egg? I think that'd be cute. Okay, so we're just going to cut and make an egg shape. And this is just to decorate the Easter egg. The pants is just to give them a little bit of detail. So we're just going to stick that there. Just like that. And I'm going to stick one right up at the top. And let's do a pink one. So just going to cut that there. Another egg. So we're just going to go at an angle. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue down through here, like that. Now, I'm going to take strips of the yellow. I'm just going to give it a little tug. And going to go ahead, cut off a little more. There we go. So put a little bit of hot glue down on the top. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm just kind of going in like a zigzag pattern. But you can honestly decorate your egg any way you want when you get ready to make this. So we're just going to stick that on like that. And for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out a little piece of the felt. And I'm just going to cut just some random pieces of felt. And all I'm doing is just cutting little pieces. Not making sure that they're even or anything. I'm just randomly cutting. And now I'm just going to put little dots of hot glue on. And we're just going to randomly stick these little pieces on. And you may not even use all the ones that you cut. So this is what we have so far. Now we're going to take some of a strip of that purple pinkish colored felt. Well, I'm really not sure what color you want to call it. It's like a pinkish purple. And I'm just cutting some of this felt out. And I'm just going to fold this over just to see about how I want it. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. Like that. Going to give it a tug. And I'm going to cut it again. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Well, actually 1 more time because we need two straps. So I'm just going to cut this 1 more time and fold it over. And then make sure that it's even with the other ones that I just cut. So we're just going to hold that. I'm going to line this. I'm going to go ahead and cut here. It's fine. So we're going to give this a little tug. Give this one a little tug. So now we're going to take our pipe cleaner. And the only reason we're using pipe cleaner because it's bendable, it's flexible, and you can bend it in any shape you want. So I'm just going to cut here. And then we're going to fold this twice. We're going to go over and make sure we have 2 of the same size. So you want to make sure that they're even. So what we're going to do, you're going to put some hot glue down. And we're going to stick this right on top of that hot glue, being very careful that you don't burn your fingers. And we're going to do that with the other one. Where did it go? Here it is. So we're going to put some hot glue, and I'm just using that one for reference. I'm just going to stick that on, trying not to touch it so I don't burn my fingers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, grab a glue stick. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue at the top and along the sides and the bottom. And we're just going to stick this right down on top and just kind of make a little bit of a sandwich, kind of sandwich them together. And they're bendable. Same thing with the other one. A little bit of hot glue down on the sides, across the top. Take the piece of felt and sandwich them in together. And we're going to make sure I'm going to cut that little extra piece off that's hanging over. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tuck these in just like this. So put a bit of a glue in the back, stick that there and hold it. And we're going to do the same thing in the front. Put a bit of glue here, fold that down, hold that for a minute, let it dry. Same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here because it didn't seal up. Same thing here. Put a little glue in the back. And I'm just going to hold this down. Put a little bit of glue in the bottom. And we're going to hold that here and let that dry. Now while it's drying, this is when you want to grab any type of candy that you have on hand and start putting candy in it. I got fruit by the foot, so we're just going to tuck this in. Actually, let's not use the fruit by the foot because that's going to be hard to get out. Let's use some smaller candies like Sweet Tarts and High Chews and maybe a bag of Skittles and Trolls. Alright, so let's go ahead and start sticking the candy down off in here. So we're going to put, I'm just randomly sticking candies down in here. High Chews are one of my absolute favorite candies. I love High Chews. There we go. And here you have it. Let's pull all these little glue strands off. And here is our little candy holder. You can't, obviously you can't stick a whole lot of candy down off in here, but you can get a good amount. Kids don't need a lot of candy anyway, right? So, yeah, that's basically it. So this is it for our little candy holder that we have here. It's just a fun little craft that, you know, something to do if you're bored with your children. I don't have kids, but I do have nieces and nephews that watch my videos, so yeah. Okay, and that is it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If y'all want to see me do any other type of crafting video, please let me know in the comment box below. I'm always looking for ideas. Yeah, and if you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button so you can become a part of my YouTube family. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you all are staying safe and have a nice day. Bye.